conversation.
Sure.
Okay, we're gonna see. I can't live with myself. Do you guys like how that just turned ugly fast? So my morning coffee, by the way, is called a black eye. I'm live on YouTube, but nobody signed up yet. Wait a second. I used to have this setting on YouTube where it said only live for people 18 and over, and then literally not one person came on. Oh, mother. Someone goes, mother, hi Kathy. Okay, so now I'm on YouTube. So I'm gonna only take questions from YouTube because I was advised that by my social media team. And a lot of people do that, like Don Lemon does that. Oh wow. Love black eye coffee. I need it, you guys. I could not sleep last night. Hi from Sydney, Australia. Okay, guess what? I taped my YouTube show yesterday, but a new one aired yesterday as well. And I forgot to include the story about going to Kylie Minogue, Australia's Kylie Minogue, in concert here in Los Angeles with Australia's Sia. So I don't want to give away the store, but I promise to tell that story on my YouTube show, which is free. Just subscribe, but it needs lots of views. That's what I'm hearing. It's about subscribers, but it's also about views. Someone wrote, Kylie. See, Kylie Jenner's one thing, but Kylie Minogue is legend time. Okay, we're adding lighting to my iPad. Can you make it the other bright one? Because that one's like yellow. That's the combo. I know. I'm still learning all this, you guys. And I'm trying to do the stand so the iPad doesn't keep falling. My Instagram. Wait, now the Instagram comments aren't moving, but there are 120 people here. I'm doing 77 on YouTube. That didn't help one bit. I mean, get anything you can. See, this yellow, these yellow ones are weird. Okay. All right. I wonder why YouTube is so anti-filter. I saw you live in Iowa City back in 2008 after we had all the floods. Thank you for coming to see me. And yeah, I remember that very well. I want to say that show may have actually been canceled at first and had to be rescheduled, maybe. I don't know. So much that I don't want to say it's a blur. That lighting made no difference at all. All you can do is see all the lights in my glasses. Wait, let me just keep trying to keep moving the bar. See, you young people. I think I've done that so many times. Yay, sound improved. Going in and out a bit. Oh, I heard about that. Last time I did a YouTube live, people were complaining about the sound. Now, I have a microphone, but I don't know if my assistant knows how to set it up. But I have one. So let me know. What pajamas are those? Oh, I don't know who makes them, but I had surgery recently. I had a radical hysterectomy, and my PTSD coordinator, yes, I have PTSD, and I have various therapies that have to be coordinated. She got them for me, and they have little cowboys on them. And I know that's kind of embarrassing, but someone says, I saw you in 2012 and you called out Randy Travis for being caught, and I couldn't read the rest of it, but I think it was naked in a parking lot. You know, it happens, right? What happened to your money? I still have it, thanks. What's with you and Melissa Rivers? We're friends. When are you going to tour again? Oh my goodness, I just did my last show of a 75 city tour. Usually you wait about 18 months between tours. I feel like I'm watching this while getting waterboarded. I don't know if you mean the sound. Jonathan, they're all complaining about the sound again. Do we know how to hook up a microphone?
We don't have for that.
We don't have a microphone for the iPad?
No.
Shit.
It's only the lighting.
Um, thank you, Oscar De Leonta, who gave $4.99, and I recognize you. I wish I, if it, does anybody know the sound problems? I'm, oh gosh, all the dogs are trying to get under my coffee tray, and that means coffee all over mommy. Yes, hook up with my, sorry, dog. Uh, maybe for this, no. Okay, we're gonna get control of this, YouTube people. I'm going back to Instagram. Okay, Instagram. Wait, where is that? Oh, oh my God, you guys, when will I be on the video? I don't know. I'm not banned, which is unusual. So, and I keep having error codes. Can't even, I'm not strong enough to even open this. Like we do that angle, but the sound bother. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to you guys. Someone says you look terrible. Well, so do you. We can't hear you, Kathy. Why? Why can you not hear me? Do you think one of my lights is covering the microphone? Because I've never had this problem until 1 week ago, and then today. Girl down. You did a cameo for me and my wife. Oh yeah, I stopped doing cameos because they take too much of the price. It's really a ripoff for the people doing the cameos. Okay, did I talk to Mariah Carey when I bumped into her and Nick backstage at the Grammys? I didn't talk to Nick, but I did talk to Mariah, and she was very nice. I sound much better. I think you mean my vocal cord implant, not the quality of this. You know what? Okay, I'm gonna ask again. Why is the sound so bad on my iPad? Because I have done many YouTube lives, and I've only heard them go. My lights keep falling off. I have those clip lights, and they just keep falling off. This is real. Have you ever thought of doing another celebrity? Oh, I missed it. Use a laptop. Okay, so here's the deal. I haven't used a laptop in 3 years because I'm such an iPad and phone person that I don't remember the username or password for my laptop. And then I heard that I have to go to the Apple store, which I'm too famous to do. So you guys are fucked. All right, but seriously, somebody's going to have an answer. We don't need the lights. Well, you kind of do. Have you seen the comments? Your hair is stunning. Thank you. Yeah, I have to get it done every 2 weeks. 2 weeks. The roots. Life is too short. Bye. Okay, fuck off. Why were you not part of the Joan Rivers tribute? I couldn't go. Melissa called me, and there was some reason I couldn't go, but it killed me not to be part of it.
You had a tour date.
Every other sentence sounds like I'm underwater.
You had a tour date.
I what?
You had a show the night of Melissa's tribute.
I had a show the night of the Joan Rivers tribute. That's why I couldn't go. Every other sentence sounds like I'm underwater. If anybody has ideas, because we don't know how, what microphones do I have? I know I have microphones. Is it that we think they don't?
They have lightning.
They have lightning? Okay, I was watching the D-list on Peacock. I'm so glad it's back on Peacock. Use headphones. Oh, okay, headphones. Right. I only have one set of headphones, and it's for when I listen to music on my phone, and I think I have to use a dongle. By the way, Instagram people, your comments aren't scrolling, so I'm not answering questions, but now I see there's a ton of comments. Yes, it sounds fine. Okay, so on Instagram Live, everything's fine. Kathy, this is people effing with you. You sound fine. Well, that's because you're on Instagram. I'm also on my iPad doing YouTube, and they're bitching. She's live and gorgeous. Love you. Man, Instagram is way nicer than you guys. I gotta be honest. I miss Life on the D-List. Yeah, I'm very proud of that show. I'm really glad it's on Peacock. Any Sarah Jessica Parker run-in stories? I ran into her at Joan Rivers' funeral, as a matter of fact. And she was very nice. I'm a big fan of hers. Um, what's in the cup? It's a black eye. So it's regular coffee with 2 shots of espresso. And then I put a little of like a white protein drink. I forgot the name of it in there instead of cream. Am I still in touch with Jessica and Tiffany and Tom? Yes. In fact, Tiffany and I are going to go to Vegas to see the Backstreet Boys and Kelly Clarkson. And John's coming. It's a Team Griffin reunion. And Tom has moved back to Missouri to take care of his parents because he's a good guy. All right, I'm back here. Came here from YouTube. Oh, interesting. Okay, so YouTube, I'm losing people to Instagram because they can hear me and I look prettier. Have I spoken to Anderson or Cher? No. Saw you buy Tiffany's wedding dress. So sweet. That was such a great thing. I'm so glad because it really was a surprise. It was an episode of Say Yes to the Dress. So to get to New York and get Tiffany to New York and not have her find out we were going to do that was like a real coup. I'm in the Bronx too, Patricia. I love that on Instagram they're just talking to each other. How are Tom's eyelashes? Probably gone. Probably gone. You know, Amy Schumer also has trichotillomania. Um, I can hear you just fine. The Instagram, I shouldn't say this, but go to Instagram if the sound is really bad because I don't know how to fix it. We gays love you. Oh, I love you gays. Thank God you've been there for me like no other, and I love you. And I'm very fearful about your safety in the Trump administration. So I don't like the direction things are going, obviously, which is backwards. Audio is way better here versus YouTube. Came from YouTube, it's the iPad. Have I met Catherine O'Hara? Yes, I know her, and she's such a legend, I can barely even talk to her. Okay, back to YouTube. Long Island loves you. Oh, I love to hear that. I love Long Island, although I did have my biggest protest in Huntington. My, somebody said your body is something. Could you play 15 Days Celebrity Survivor? No, I would never do that. Phil Spector, Cher knew him. Oh, okay, I did not know Phil Spector. He's a little before my time. Um, uh, okay, that was the guy saying he was jerking off. Um, hello from the Pisano's waitress. Hi! Pisano's is my favorite pizza place in Chicago, and I'm a Chicagoan. Have I seen Lunel since we did the podcast with Bert Kreischer? Have we seen each other? Yes. And we talk almost every day. Okay, back to Instagram. They're saying it's the microphone on iPad.
Yeah. Other people are like it's totally fine, but
some people are a lot of people just come here to bitch, and I'm fucking over it. Like seriously, if you come here to give me shit, get the fuck off, because I'm not gonna respond to you. In fact, that's it. I'm not responding to any more negativity. Of course, I want to fix the sound. If there's something, oh God, these never stay in my ear.
I know, that's pretty dumb.
No, I'll take it. Okay, so I'm gonna try because I love you guys, except if you're bitching and moaning, because I don't need it. It's the morning.
Just do one or
Lala
the
Bright gave $9.99.
You probably can't do both ears because you need to be able to hear what's on your phone.
I don't know because I'm just reading.
Oh, okay.
Wait, where does this plug in even?
Okay, so this is gonna go. I don't want to mess this up.
Oh, this is gonna be awkward
Up top.
because I'm in bed with 4 dogs
On the
and
bottom.
17 lights.
In the
Which should I
bottom.
move? Coffee? Kathy, have you ever cooked a steak before? I have a man just saying stick it in. Okay, so is the sound better, YouTube bitchers and moaners? Can't even run a simple live stream. Fuck off. And what have you done? So much better. Really? Okay. I don't know. I don't know why. Puppies can't be far. They're all right here. They're all around me. Oh, and then I use the microphone. That's for this one. Okay. I'm a refugee from YouTube. Much better on IG. Well, thank you very much to both of you. I'm determined to do both. Yes, Dublin and Belfast. Well, I want to go to Dublin to visit Rosie O'Donnell, that's for sure. Are you going to Ireland? I would to visit Rosie. Thank you, can hear. Oh, good. Somebody wrote, holy comments. I know, right? Do you sleep in socks? No, is that a kink? Sounds even better now. Oh, thank you, thank you. Love you. Come to London. If I can sell tickets, I'll go. But I don't think I can sell in London right now. Hola, Kathy, watching from Mazatlan, Mexico. Hola, Mexico is my favorite country outside the U.S. Although I also love Canada. I mean, I don't mean to be just North American, but anyway. Rosie O'Donnell, shut up. Mick Jagger? Question mark. All I remember, okay, this is, Maggie, my dear departed Tippet mother. I just remember as a little kid, my mom was so nuts, she'd get hammered and say stuff like, Mick Jagger isn't even attractive, he's got those big lips. Little did she know.
I am a social media friend.
Oh, that was a speaker call that came in because this is very real. Your voice is sounding great. Glad you're on your healing journey. Thank you. I had a voice, I had lung cancer, and then I had half of my left lung removed. And during the surgery, I was injured, and the surgeon permanently paralyzed my left vocal cord. So I now have an implant in my left vocal cord, and it's a miracle. And the surgeon who fixed me is named Dr. Anka Barbu, a woman of color. And the surgeon who did not fix me in that vocal area is a old white guy. There, I said it. Okay, Kathy, were you on the upcoming Joan Rivers tribute? No, I had a show that night and I couldn't do it and it killed me. When are you doing LA shows? I was at the Wiltern, fuckface. Where were you? Love from Dubai. Back at ya. Sending love and support from the Philippines. I still can't get over that anybody knows who I am outside of like Forest Park, Illinois. Thank you, Timo, for the $5. It kills me that on YouTube they give money. So on Instagram, up your game. Okay, Kathy, when are you coming back to Houston? I love you since Hot Cup of Talk. Oh, that's a show that I used to do here in LA. And the whole show was an hour, and it was 4 comedians, and we would each set an old-fashioned egg timer, sorry, for 15 minutes. And when your 15 minutes was up, you had to stop your stand-up no matter where you were and bring on the next person. So I'd do 15 minutes, and the bell would go off. And even if I was in the middle of a word, I'd be like, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Margaret Cho. And then Margaret would come out, do 15 minutes, and she would, finish. And thank you for $2 downtown trash. And Sydney, thank you, Sydney, for $3. And it was a really fun way to do stand-up because, by the way, I now do 2-hour shows and don't have an opener. And I taped my latest special in Seattle, and I can't cut it down to an hour because this particular show, Kathy Griffin, My Life on the PTSD List, get it? Can't be cut down to an hour because it just wouldn't work. So it's probably going to be on my YouTube channel. Haha, subscribe. Watch my YouTube show. It's called Kathy Griffin. Wait, thank you, Joshua, for $10. My YouTube show is every Tuesday for a half hour, and it's called Kathy Griffin Talk Your Head Off. And it's just me popping off on who knows what. And by the way, I'm super obsessed with the Diddy trial, so I'm also on Patreon, and that's like a sort of like a verbal, almost like a one-person podcast, and that's also about a half hour once a week, and that one is $10 a month. And I'm also on Substack, which is written essays. I think you can listen to them too if you want, and that one is only $7 a month. And I just started, and I wrote an essay called My Sex Life, and you can see that essay for free, because sometimes you give away stuff for free on Substack. But I actually would love it if you guys would read the essay. I'm trying to figure out how to put it on Instagram because it's unlike anything I've ever written before. And I write all my own material, but it's not necessarily a humor piece. It's just something I felt compelled to write. Is there a date for the new special releasing? Not yet, because I'm still in editing, and I'm editing it myself, and it's like being a surgeon. Craig, 1999, hello, thank you. Is in Patreon, $7.50 a month. I had to raise it to $10 because I didn't know Patreon takes so many charges. So I know. It's any Carrie Bradshaw tea. No, I was just telling YouTube that I haven't seen Jessica Parker since Joan Rivers' funeral, and she was very nice. And I love that she loved Joan. Thank you, Michael, for 20 bucks. Thank you, Adriana, for $2. It just kills me that on YouTube. I love it. You need to do an episode on the Richard Ramirez run in. Oh my God, the Richard Ramirez Night Stalker case. Yes, I am part of that case, the Night Stalker case. I appeared in that trial. You're right. That's a really good story. That would be a good YouTube episode. Like if I'm in the transcripts and everything. So happy you're doing better. Thank you so much. I met you at a book signing of Official Book Club Selection. Thank you. My book that went to #1 on the New York Times bestseller. I don't know that story. Okay, Jonathan, he's gonna kill me. But I want to make a note to tell the Night Stalker story in one of my YouTube episodes. Remember, the YouTube show is every Tuesday. It's about a half hour, and it's called Kathy Griffin Talk Your Head Off. Will you remind me for a YouTube episode to tell the story of when I appeared in the Night Stalker trial? Thank you. That was my assistant and tour manager, and he goes, I'm watching your lives. You don't have to like call me from the next room. Epstein list client. No, and also stop that. Like that's so disrespectful to the real Epstein victims. One of who just passed away, Virginia Giuffre, who also wrote a book about it. So I don't want to hear about tunnels. And Lauren, thank you for $1.99, and thank you, old fart Andy, for $20. And also, I'm laughing at your name. That's really irresponsible. It's ignorant. It shows your ignorance to even imply that I would even know Jeffrey Epstein, much less go to an island and molest girls. Like, what's wrong with you? Seriously, you need serious help. You're a mentally ill person, and in a way that I don't even have any empathy for. So let's stop with that. Let's stop with the tunnels. There's no fucking tunnels. Thank you, Lexi. Thank you, Marianne. You know what, you guys? I follow those stories too, but why? I know the Pulitzer Prize winning writer, Julie K. Brown from the Miami Herald, who won a Pulitzer for the Epstein case. So don't talk to me about that case because I know my shit about it. And so the Trumpers start this rumor that I went to Epstein Island or even knew him. It's so fucking dark. I can't even make jokes about it. It just pisses me off for the real victims because they didn't get their day in court. And, for what it's worth, I actually think he did kill himself. I don't think he was murdered because I think he seemed like a horrible, cocky guy who got away with it for so long that he knew his life was just going to be unlivable in prison. So that's my opinion. I don't know, but we don't know. You don't know, and I don't know, but my opinion is he just killed himself. Thank you, Drake, for $4.99. They started a rumor about anyone who didn't align with their BS. That's true. That's the bad thing about the MAGAs. It's not just about Trump. They're all about taking people down, but trying to align them with like really serious crimes that they actually don't care about because they lack empathy. $27.99 from Lexi Caprice. Why, thank you very much. Have I ever met Adele? I did meet Adele. I saw her at the Grammys. I'm a Grammy winner myself for Best Comedy Album. And you guys, freaking Adele came up to me and she's like, "Hi, Kathy." And I'm like, "What? Huh?" She's like, "I love you. You take the piss out of everything." And then she was gone. And I was like, "You're a legend." Like, I couldn't even. Okay, I'm not going to read that one. I hope you get your flowers one day. Thank you very much. I think I know what you're referring to. Thank you, BD. I think you're referring to all the crap I took for the Trump picture and kind of still. Do I watch 90 Day Fiancé? I took a pause on it because I watched it for so long that they kind of started to be the same. But, excuse me while I burp. Can I tell you, the Americans do not come off well on 90 Day. Like, they really act like they own these poor foreigners that they marry. And then if you like look up some background on a lot of the Americans that participate in that show. They have like violent records, and I can't remember the names of everybody right now, but I'm a little turned off by it because I feel like they're overkill, you know. I am watching the Baldwins on TLC, although I'm two episodes behind, and I find that fascinating. Have I ever met Chrissy Hind? Boy, have I ever, from The Pretenders, legend. I am friends with Stevie Nicks, and Stevie invited me. We were both performing in Australia, but I had a show the night of Stevie's show, and Stevie said, "Do you want to come to my sound check?" And I was like, "Duh." So I went to her sound check, and she sang "Landslide" to me, which was like, oh. And Chrissy Hind was doing the show with Stevie. She was technically the opener, but they were co-headlining because that's how women are. And Chrissy didn't know who I was. And then Stevie goes, "She's the one who held up the decapitated Trump head." And Chrissy Hind goes, "That's punk rock." And I was like dying. So I'm living with that quote. Can you tell us your symptoms were for lung cancer? It was caught in an X-ray because I was having some abdominal pain. My abdomen was fine, and then my internist said, "I see a tumor." Thank you, Brent. "I see a tumor on your lung." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I've had that tumor for years. It hasn't grown. We can just ignore it." And she said, "No, it's doubled in size since your last X-ray." So then I had to get surgery within 3 weeks. Did I go to Diddy parties? Do you think I did? Like, that question is so fucking offensive to me. Do you not know anything about me? And also, you should be ashamed of yourself for even asking. That's not funny. What did you think of White Lotus? I thought it was brilliant. All 3 seasons are brilliant. I've become friends with the Italian actress who played the hotel manager from season 2, and I just adore her. She's super cool and fun and smart, and I got to see her on Saturday, and but yeah, I think it's a brilliant show. Someone just wrote, "Wow, wow, that's disrespectful." Agree. Kathy, have you ever met Lucille Ball? No, but I did get to meet Phyllis Diller. You should play Natasha Lyonne's sister or mom. I love Natasha. I've known her since she was a teenager. She is very clean and sober now, but when she was younger, she was not. And she came to my house one time with Ed Furlong and stole some shoes. And then years later, she came to see me on Broadway, where I had my own Broadway show called Kathy Griffin Wants a Tony. And she apologized for stealing my shoes. And I said, "Natasha, the whole thing was so surreal. Like, Marilyn Manson was at that party, and Andy Dick, who brought him. So Andy Dick brought Marilyn Manson, Natasha, Ed Furlong, who's not doing well, if you know what I mean. And Natasha's a rock star. I saw her about 3 months ago. I love her, absolutely love her. Would I ever revive the D-List series? I would. I think there's something funny about that. I'm still on the D-List, but I worship so many legends that are even older than I that I think it would be cool to do it's like in this time, Kathy's trying to not only get off the D-List, but reach legend status. So that would be my hook. Do I see Nestor Carbonell in Shogun? Did I see him? No, but I love Nestor. We worked together for 4 years on this show called Suddenly Susan with Brooke Shields. And I just adore him. I know his whole family and love them. And he's so talented. Having my coffee, my black eye. Okay, that was mean, so never mind. Why don't your comedian friends show up? Yeah, I've never been somebody where other comedians come see me live. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm a one-man band, because I don't have openers. It's just an evening with, and I do 2 hours. You are my inspiration. Go forward when it feels like it's going bad. Nothing's going well. I love you. That's like my motto. Like, seriously, I just keep going forward. So I'm not saying I do it well, and I stumble, and I certainly make mistakes, but I keep going forward because I learned that from my mom and dad. Did I lose any property in the LA fires? No, I evacuated twice. Sorry, the comments are being kind of funky on Instagram. They're freezing. Did but I live in Malibu and I live in a fire area, that's for sure. UK tour. I don't think I can sell there right now. My next special will probably be on my YouTube channel, and if it miraculously gets lots of views from good people like you and telling millions of your friends to watch the Kathy Griffin special, then I can tour the UK, but now I don't think I can sell there. I'm a comic and singing impressionist. I do Landslide as Stevie. Oh, but it's beautiful. Of course it is. It's timeless. Any new movies coming up? Do I have any little cameos? No. I'll tell you what I have coming up that I'm excited about. I'm going to be on that show, The Weakest Link. I know. It's actually a big deal for me because I haven't been on a major network show in 8 years since the Trump photo scandal. So it's kind of like a milestone. So I'm excited about it. What's my relationship with Howard Stern? It's great, except I haven't been on a show in like 3 years. So I'm pissed at him. You're amazing, a living legend, an icon. Oh my goodness, we love you. That is so nice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can you tell me more about your talk show? Why did it get canceled? Andy Cohen has his own talk show, even though he runs the network. I guess that would be a conflict of interest. We need a new book. I thank you very much for that. I have been told that if I was to write another book, that what people would want to hear is basically how I've gotten through the last 8 years. Like a survival book, like how I've been through a lot the last 8 years. Trump photo scandal, lost most of my friends, shunned by my industry, lung cancer, suicide attempt, 5150 in the psych ward, addiction, recovery, cancer, cancer again, hence the hysterectomy, divorced, a year and 4 months single. So maybe a book that would have lots of funny in it also, but like how to get through a lot of shit. It's been a lot. I love you. I love you too. We are ready for a book. You know what? I would love it, but you have to get an offer. And I've pitched and they're all like, nope, you're too scary. And Trump is back in office. Like I've had so many people go, if Kamala had won, we would totally do it. I'm like, what? Okay, that's fucked up. You are a true icon. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Nevertheless, she persisted for real. Okay, hold on. One of my dogs. Give me a kiss. No, you can't fit under there. All right, all right. So I now have a dog next to me. You can't see her. Thank you, Sachida. Or Sachida? Sachida? Sorry, but thank you. You are on the wrong side of history. I'm afraid I'm not. I'm afraid you are. You're a comedy legend. Love you. Thank you. See the YouTube comments. Go with a small press or self-publish. You know, I self a lot. I did a movie called Kathy Griffin, A Hell of a Story that you can watch tonight for free on Amazon Prime or Amazon. And I hope you like it because I worked hard on it. But, you know, it cost me like $1 million to make. And then nobody wanted to distribute it because I'm so controversial. And yet it tells the whole story. Somebody said Joan always says something about, look, I can't even tell you the amazing advice I got from Joan. I talk about her in the present tense because she's still very much alive to me, but always the best advice. And regarding who will and won't work with me, she would say, ironically, removable heads. These network executives, you take the head off one, you put it on another one's body. You take the head off another one, put it on a different body. That's all that matters. Eventually they all get fired, but we stay. They get fired and we stay. And man, was she right or what? I fucking miss her so much. Love you just being yourself, your inspiration. That's very nice. I really appreciate that. Tell us your position. No. Greetings from Estonia. Well, hello and greetings back to you. Miss her too. Yeah. My brother John sent me, I only have one surviving sibling, family member, and he sent me the funniest tape of Joan Rivers and Martha Stewart cooking on Martha's show, making fun of Trump. And so people often ask me, even though Joan was friends with the Donald, as she called him, friendly. I mean, let me just put it that way. where would she be on him and his politics and policies? And she's making fun of him on this video, so I think she would have turned. I mean, how could she not? She has a huge gay following and socially doesn't agree with anything he's doing. She was a fiscal Republican, but there's a difference. I need you on Big Brother again. I was Zingbot one year, but I will never do that as a contestant. Did I ever meet Shelley Duvall? I never met Shelley Duvall, but man, what a legend she was. And she put up with so much shit in the bad old days, still going on in Hollywood, but really bad. It's nice to hear you say good things about Joan Rivers. Look how good things came to Melissa in spite of all the trauma. True, and the fires. Love came to her. Yeah, I agree. I want the best for Melissa. She has been through a lot of trauma. I mean, remember her father took his life, and Joan, people literally blamed Joan. I mean, Joan put up with so much, as well as Melissa. So I love them both and want the very best for Melissa. Can you try to Nate? I don't know. Couldn't read that one. Went away. Hello. Do I have any Betty White stories? So many. So many. She was on My Life on the D List, which is on Peacock. So you can watch it for free and look up the episode where she comes and spends the day with my mom. And it's fucking legendary. I loved her dearly. And she was just the way you would think, just funny and a little bit naughty, but a really good person, and had a legacy of work that she doesn't get a lot of credit for, because so many people today know her for her work, you know, that she did when she was over 60 years old, which is one of the reasons she's an inspiration to me. Although Joan used to have the funniest joke about Betty White when Betty was doing movie after movie in her, 70s or 80s. And Joan would go, "Oh, Betty White, that cunt, she's taking all my work." And of course, she and Betty were friends, but I just love that sense of humor. This is amazing, Kathy. Thank you. Did Paula Deen turn on you after my scandal? No, she called me and reached out many times. Someone just wrote Wintour. I don't think I'll be going to the Met Gala anytime soon. Let me put it that way. I love to binge and watch your old stand-up. Oh, good. You're kind of pirating it, but that's okay. Do you drink alcohol? No, I've never had a drink in my life. To this day, this is coffee. I have one black eye in the morning, which is coffee and 2 shots of espresso. Jesus, I didn't realize I had to clarify that. Okay, guys, this has been really fun. I'm going to hop off. Please be a paid subscriber to my Substack for $7 a month, a paid subscriber to my Patreon for $10 a month. By the way, different content on everything. So you're not going to hear the same stuff. That's why I'm doing multi-platforms. I'm challenging myself to see how much I can produce and write and say and do, and watch my YouTube show for free once a week, every Tuesday, but you can watch it now, called Kathy Griffin Talk Your Head Off. And thank you for following me, if you do, hopefully on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok, if you do that. All right. Love you guys. Thank you for joining. Thank you for having coffee with me. This was a good coffee date.